I think that the prospect that we can change to some extent the way we are building, and that we can include materials and strategies and construction methods that are, on the one side, they are more careful, they are context-based, and they are done in dialogue with the communities or with the societies where this is going to happen. And you might struggle at first, as we are doing in many countries. But for instance, India has been a beautiful example of a country that is has some anger for, like, it's really looking for improvement and is looking for innovation. And when they saw that we were doing blocks with sugarcane, they are the second producer in the world. They said, like, we want to do it. And we are now in conversations with the Ministry of Education, where new schools can use that material. We are working with NGOs in plantations with communities that are working with the cane, and they can produce these blocks and then get some additional income on the 6 months where the harvesting starts. Because a lot of crops, they are seasonal. So there is 6 months where they do a lot of work, but then 6 months where they need to wait. So kind of finding new work opportunities for those periods and creating a sense of, this is not like this vernacular knowledge that can be combined now with some innovation that is being validated and is being certified, can create something new. To me, that's extremely exciting. And I think that when I see how this materializes and when you then hear the new generations talking about it, when we were in India last year, we went to open one of the Sugarcrete center buildings that we co-designed with the University of Delhi. I got students from the college that came to me to explain me how good the building was and how good the material that was used for the Indian society would be, without knowing that we were from the university. And to me, that was really, it was really rewarding. Just to see them super excited, like explaining to you that we have built this, we have used our own agricultural byproducts to create it. It's a new product. It's going to change the market. It might not happen, but just seeing like
People
how
being
the new
happy about
generation embracing it and are going away from that thinking of, no, these are not bricks, it's not going to be strong enough. It was completely different. Like, it was like they had been using it for a certain time already, and they have learned the benefits of that material, and now they were defending it in a way that it was unthinkable for us 3 years ago.
And how do you think the goal is now for Sugarcrete, especially from the innovation, the testing, exploring the material, and obviously testing the actual building in India? And then, as you said, like you're going through now some talks with the Ministry of Education. And so, how do you see the material now become for the coming years? It's a big question.
I think that we are trying. Yeah, we're trying to open as much as possible the applications. So we are working with product designers, we are working with architects, with engineers, with artists that want to experience how it could be used for different things, not only for doing blocks. We are working with a designer in the south of Spain, Granada, to create acoustic panels or thermal panels that can be used to retrofit internally houses that have very little insulation or that are not performing as good as they should, for which there is a lot of funding available in the European Union. So that's kind of one stream of work where we are saying, okay, let's try to make an impact on a market that is already pushing for those materials, instead of with a material that will be used to build new constructions, something that can retrofit the existing house stock. In India, it's completely different. It's more like we will need X millions of bricks per year. Can we replace a percentage with a material that performs better than a brick in many aspects? Of course, it might not be able to carry the same load, so you might not use it for the same applications, but you might be able to still use it for a lot of applications for which the bricks maybe are not the right solution at the moment.
True.
In Latin America, we are working with companies that want to establish it there, in Costa Rica, in Ecuador, in Mexico, companies that have started to work with something similar, very often creating prefabricated panels that are maybe reinforced with either a very thin metal structure or timber structure, and then they have sugarcrete inside, compressed. So there we are more acting as a consultancy where they said, okay, we have this problem. Can you help us? You have done already this testing. We have already done the testing in the laboratory. So we receive their samples, we do the testing, and then we advise which path to follow. So I think that in a way is not us taking all the load, and we don't want to do bricks. What we want is to spread the technology and to spread the knowledge as much as possible. I think we are doing that in different ways. So depending whether it's a commercial opportunity, it's a social opportunity, it's academic opportunity, we need to adapt to each one, and we are embracing all of them. So we are trying to be flexible on the way we work as well.